Hi guys. Hi guys. Okay, I think this might be one of the most intense videos that I have ever probably done. Um, and it's just because we're at the breaking point and I'm getting excited. I really, yay. So, the topic to my video, which is not a continuation of the last video. This is a total different thing. This is what was given to me yesterday night after I had posted the prior video. So, as far as the verses go on that video, because it does get good. That was just the beginning. Like, I didn't even begin talking. Okay. So you're gonna want to maybe hear the rest of the verses that come with that. Um, Plus what had happened to me that okay. So as far as this video, we are going to speak on how the knowledge of the 144,000 is being sanctified. The knowledge that the 144,000 carry is going to be illuminated on. More are going to hear about it. And this eclipse is really sanctifying that knowledge. It's sanctifying the truth, their truth, okay? The truth of why the twins had been sent here in the first freaking place, okay? That truth. This is why we've always said union is imminent. Okay, this is why. This is the exact reasoning. If many of those who truly have understood their part within this journey have been given the confirmation of the 144K on a constant basis for at least the last year to two, at least that span. Okay, I would say the last year, for sure. And within this last like July and right now, okay, it's been coming on a constant basis, probably for most of you, because it has been for me. I mean, everywhere. Okay, and you've already probably understood that is what it is. That is what it is. Now with that understanding, you have to also jump on the point. And the point of the 144,000 in the first place is to do nothing more but speak truth. Jesus is truth. Okay? That most people don't know. Because if you, and many are, okay, thinking they're going somewhere and they're not. So they're not going to understand that they're still here. Like, they're going to see all this bad shit happen and prophecies play out one after another, after another, after another. But they will still not get it because they thought they were going somewhere. They did not have the truth, the way, the life. Okay? Because you can say you believe in Jesus all day long, but unless you know his truth, your belief is bullshit. Truly, it is. And that's why the 144K were being sent in the first place. Is to have compassion on you and show you the truth. This is why they're sent. Okay? Because the ways of the world have gotten many people very confused and you're still going with what somebody told you. You will argue biblical truth that was given to you by man to somebody who it was given to them by the Spirit. And this will continue, even when the 144K are here. Okay? This is because you have a chance to choose. We have free will. This is known. You have the choice to choose. Do you want to learn the truth, accept it, take it for what it is, or not? This is why you, as a twin collective, this is what it is. Like, this is what it is. So, as the twin collective in this period can be abundantly provided for, there are reasonings behind that. I had always said that why would God's children not be used as proof? Which they will, okay? God will prove his existence and his strength, and the mother will prove her home, her territory through the children, okay? Now, this brings me to what happened to me yesterday. I don't even really remember what I was on YouTube doing. And on my sidebar, it's not a channel that I'm subscribed to, but it was a video that said 144,000, a dream of, it's 820, dream of 144,000 getting supernatural wisdom all of a sudden in August 21st, total eclipse. And it was posted on August 17th, 2017. Now, I can interpret this woman's dream to exactly its true meaning because I know who I am and I know the journey that I've been on, and I know this is what I know, okay? And this is why I'm saying this right now. There's a lot of people who are going to understand the times that they're in, but because they were under this thought process that they were going somewhere, it's going to cause confusion to where they're going to continue to look and search for the truth. And that, hence, the reasoning for the collective, the twins, 144,000, the reason why you're speaking, because they will be looking, like they will be coming. The masses are coming. Multitude is coming. Now, you can say many Christians will be left, okay? Many people of the church will be left. Most of them. Many people who think they're going somewhere are not. We know this. And it's because your truth was not truth. What you seemed to be true was not truth. And you hung on to it for some reason. And the true children of God have never hung on to words given to them by men, but only through the Spirit and the angels and the divine, as the twins, the twin flame journey has led us to the understanding and knowing, like it's there. Okay, we get it loud and clear because it's loud and clear. It's been loud and clear. It's what people don't understand. People are talking, this woman, she's talking about how there will be knowledge poured upon his children as of this eclipse, as so it goes in her dream, okay? But she couldn't really, she's like, if anybody can help me with what this means. Now, okay, clearly, from our side of the spectrum, most of us are on the same page. So many of my sisters out here who heard that probably could internalize it pretty closely to what I'm going to internalize it as, correct? Because we're on the same, like, divine feminine. Hello, okay. This, the 144,000, okay. There's another comment in there how she was like saying two groups. Okay, the divine feminine, divine masculine. All you're doing is grabbing on to the divine feminine and divine masculine energy. Okay, so we're in the human form, and because we're God's children, the 100, we can do this. We've already we've been in this process for so long. Okay, but there's this, the reasoning for this process is about to war its head. Okay, you're really, really going to be using things that you are. So she continues, where was I going? I'm trying to say. Oh, I lost my train of thought. What did she say? Oh, the wisdom. Okay. Wisdom poured on his children. Like, and then she starts explaining how there will be things that the 144,000 can just do. Like, they can the, gain any amount of wisdom on any single topic that ever is in existence at any point in time. Like, this is how connected they are. And that's all it is. It's just the connection to source. This is what she's describing, okay? It's not, when people say powers, it is not powers. This is connection to source. You're understanding you're one with God. The 144K, that is absolutely what they are. So this is why people say these terms as powers or gifts or whatever. Because it is, and it's, yes, but it's also your connection through source. And through source, you can do anything. It's the common, that's it. And the 144K sit next to Jesus. Therefore, they are exactly like Jesus. They are sent. Okay? And the 144K, if they're like Jesus, then they are made in the image. And this is such a common theme that many religions, Western cultures, especially Christianity, which many are getting left, and it's because of this right here. It's common, like it's common fucking sense to me, okay, since I was a little girl, but because people told me that's not how it goes, like I just kind of was like, whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it. And so, hey, I was woken up, and then I know those created in the image. Now, if you speak upon being created in the image, understand Adam and Eve were created in the image. This is what's said. Man and woman was created in the image, okay? Man and woman. Whoever, if you want to say Lilith at first, okay, I'm not going to go into that. If you want to be old school Adam and Eve, look, teach, go from that little thing, but expand your mind, okay? Adam, Eve, male, female, divine feminine, divine masculine were created within the image. Paired. This is just what it is. If Jesus was also created in the image, he himself would have to be paired. Something you don't like to talk about, but it's true. The trilogy. Let's talk about the Trinity. First time, those sent in the image were the divine masculine, the divine feminine, which is represented by the first man and woman created, or Adam and Eve, or whatever you want to say. The second time, that heavenly, divinely beings were sent in the image, in man form, was through Jesus, okay? Which would have to kind of go back to exactly the image in which was created in the first place, which is masculine and feminine together, okay? So he was sent here with the feminine. Third point in Trinity. 144K will also represent the divine masculine and the divine feminine. 144K, their prayers will bring about the second coming. The divine masculine, divine feminine prayers, last time around, will bring about the Trinity as a whole. The return of the Son. As I see it, this is what it is. This is how the best that I can describe it to make sense of what's just what it is. Okay, so divine masculine, divine feminine, the combination of the two, one yin yang whatever. Okay, come back 3 times, Trinity, 3 times. This is third time around. Third time around. Okay, so if this is truth and you do not know it, your ass is staying here. That's it. And it's Ascension. Um, People continue to say that word rapture. Rapture is not in the Bible. One time, it's ascension, rapture, raping of women. The fact that you took the feminine away. You understand? That's the truth that you now have to face. That's the truth that you will now have to learn. That's the truth that the 144,000 will show you. And this is why, when we talk about twin union is imminent, this is why. This is why. And this is what God will use to prove his children are in existence in human form. That's it. And these children were nothing that you said they were. Okay? Because he told you, you will not know my children. You will not know my children. And yet, most people who think they know anything about the 144K will still try to find his children. Like, if you are a part of that, you will know it already. Anybody who has connected themselves to the 144K, especially during the twin journey, because like I said, I'm sorry, divine feminine, divine masculine. That is what it is. That is what it is. That's it. And you have, this is the mother, this is why she is here, okay? Mother, son, the eclipse today. You have forgotten about her. Because if men and women were created in the image, and you've only been giving dues to God the Father in the masculine sense, and forgetting that there must be some type of counterpart balancing that out within as the feminine in order to get men and women in the first freaking place. Because men and women are created in the image. Therefore, feminine and masculine are the image. This is the truth that people are going to learn about the 144,000. Okay? And so we already know, like, this woman's dream is so on point with what is going on as far as why the twins have woken up, and why union is imminent, and why we've been saying it. And Michael has came to me. I can definitely name at least 1, 2, 3 people that I know for sure, maybe even 4, that I'm from, like, the YouTube world, the internet, that I know for sure, are my personal spirit family, just like me, part of the 144K. This is what I know. So that knowing will be sanctified by the eclipse and by the things that will play out after today. And it was really important that, I guess I said this, and that God obviously brought me that video, and I can believe it. And I'm going to link it. Of course I'm going to link it. And then she talks about these clothes. So let me go into the clothes. So when you listen to this video, she's going to start talking about how she keeps picking up clothes, like it's a never-ending flow of clothes. And she didn't really know what that meant. And then she went into 144K, like right after she started, so the 144K. So obviously, what I see, just, it's never ending supply of abundance. Okay, never ending supply. Okay, that's what the clothes, then the supply, it doesn't even matter what the item is. It's the abundance of the supply that she keeps. There's no stopping to it. You understand? That's just representing abundance. 144,000, because their wisdom and their knowledge that has been given to them is sanctified through God. And it's going to start being very announced and very known and very big, based upon this eclipse, okay, whatever's going on. it's really important to also remember to like never sway in your knowing of what the hell you're sent here for in the first place. Because a lot of people are going to fight the truth. Okay, you're already told that the multitude compared to the population in this world is not as that great. You are told that. You're already told that his children will be persecuted, and so. But this is why we know about the 5D and the higher vibration. This is why we've been fucking prepped. This is why. I was not putting us through all of this for no damn reason. And it's really going to start coming forth. It is. So I'm going to link this video. And I'm also going to... There was Psalm 84:3 was one of the verses I was given to in the last video. And last night, it came to me with this woman's like dream. Like after I watched the video, like I heard this was the verse like that I should talk about corresponding to this. It was 84:3 because that's not the verse. It had to do with her young. Her young, okay. I mean, then I'm gonna probably call it quits on this one, and we'll definitely go further because I have so much to fucking say now. I just have so much to say. Michael has definitely been on my ass to talk, but it's like there's no more. So much on my ass that he even had my teacher say that I fold them, knowing Michael knows me. I'm a warrior. I will never fold. Probably why I was, you know, but he knew that it would make me talk. But it still took me a while because I don't know what was going on. I guess my silence sometimes comes when there's a roar of loudness about to occur, and I guess that's probably what's I'm connecting it with right now. Like, wow, if I've been quiet for so long and now I can just feel it, like feel the like words like about to pour. Like I feel it. And I feel it because I know what is coming. And I feel it because I have been saying this now for 2 fucking years. Okay, like, and at first I had to test the spirit and test the spirit and test the spirit. And obviously anybody who's been on this journey, you know this, okay? You know this. This testing the spirit is no joke. Even the sparrow has found a home, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she may have her young, a place near your altar, Lord Almighty, my King and my God. So, even the sparrow has found a home. So, even the divine masculine has found a home. So, even the sparrow has found a home. Sparrow representing the divine masculine. This is how I'm seeing it. Oh, and this is another thing that this woman said, and I'm just gonna say. And the swallow a nest for herself, and the divine feminine a nest for herself. Okay, masculine has found his way home, and the divine feminine has found her nest. Okay, obviously she's nest within the home of the masculine because they are one, where she may have her young. The combination of the divine masculine, divine feminine is what brings the second coming. Okay, like this is why unions are inevitable. Have to happen. Gonna happen. Whatever. Like it has nothing to do with any of this is the whole reason that I have continued on this path the entire freaking time because of this right here. It has nothing to do with like, it's just the truth. I mean, when you have God telling you what it is, and you know His children are going to follow, this is what He says. This is just what it is. Like, you obeyed, and hold on, and here we go. And this is why our knowledge is being the 144K with this eclipse. Our knowledge is being sanctified. Okay. This is what's showing me. And the prime example is they were saying being obedient. Your obedience by listening and just continuing on your way. You continued on your way because of the word. Okay, whether you read the Bible or the divine feminine, divine masculine is the living, breathing word. The combination of both. That is the living, breathing word. And that word is the truth and the truth alone. And it's the uniting of Yahshua's brothers and sisters that bring the second coming, like your prayers, and then the whatever vibrational pull, whatever the hell you want to say, okay? Whatever, if you need to get into such detail and wrap your mind with, at this point, it's just intuitively guided, and you should know if you're part of what the fuck we were sent here to do, you know? If you're part of the 144, then you would already know. Like, no, there's just arguing with those who walk through spirit. You're not arguing with these people. And it is important, especially for like me, is to remember not to argue so much. Like, I'm just here to say what is given to me and channeled through me. That's it. So she was saying, some of these people just be able to see scripture, the truth in scripture, the way that most people can't. Okay, well, yeah, that's the truth. They will be able to do that, but most people won't listen to them. Um, but they've been prepped, so it's okay. As far as she went into, there was one other thing that she really said that like hit home that I really needed to talk about. Oh, and then this is what she said. And that's, I'm not saying like her video. No, I really, really, really liked her video. She wasn't saying anything like she doesn't believe that this could happen. She's just trying to interpret her dream. And I just knew what the fuck her dream meant because it's the twins. Like, this, she's talking about us. Like, that's what she's doing. Um, so sorry, I'm trying 8:44. Trying to keep up on the time. I got to go to work in a second, so give me a second. I'm losing my train of thought. Where was I going with that? Where was I going? What was I saying? So she said, what did she say? What was I saying? Oh, how the 144,000. She doesn't know how, because she was one of them in her dream. Okay, and in her dream there was a man, which represents the divine masculine, divine feminine. So the divine masculine, divine feminine were represented in her dream as part of the 144,000. Then this woman starts saying, well, she doesn't know exactly how a woman could be, but she doesn't want to get into that, and she doesn't want to argue, and whatever. But this is no, she's right. Like, it is. You're right, and I can tell you exactly how and why that is. Um, so that's what I'm saying. Like, God is pouring His Spirit upon not just His children, not just the 144K that are here and know who the fuck they are, but the multitude. who will be led to the children. And it is your job to teach, to love, and to share your abundance with the multitude. This is why you are being abundantly provided for, and it is important to share. I did say in my last video, nothing's too big for God. You can ask for everything, anything, but also always understand it is your job. God will hand it over, but your job is to share. For real. Especially in the shit that will, people are gonna definitely be seeking truth. And there will also be people who will persecute you and tell you that you will burn in hell for the shit that you say, but you're going to continue to speak truth and not give a fuck what they have to say. And there was another thing that she said on her video, which was in the comment, which I will have to say I disagree with, but this is because of who I know I am and what I know. She did say that certain people, like if her dream was to come real and they did have like these gifts of ever, like all this wisdom and that they should probably not say anything because you know how this world is. And but no, this is why we have been talking, because we didn't have a choice but to talk. You understand? This is why we've been talking. We didn't have a choice to talk. I didn't have a damn choice to talk. You think I really wanted to get on my channel? Like I thought in my life I would have a YouTube channel that talked about, like, no. And at first I did think it was kind of crazy and what the am I talking about? But I still kept going with my guidance. Okay, and now, and the end, I understand divine masculine, divine feminine. Here it is, bada boom, bada bang. Like I put it all on the table for you, and we can continue to go on and on and on and on about it. But really, it's a simple, simple, simple notion. That is the truth. Divine masculine, divine feminine, created in the image of the father, mother, combination of both, which is source in itself. You understand, like. And this is just really like layman's terms. You can, there's so much deeper, yeah. Um, but I don't even bother with that. Like I said, I know what it is. I don't need to sit here and worry about details. Like, but there are going to be people who haven't gone through that yet, who are, you know. So um, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it goes. I always knew why Michael came to get me. I did. And I can assure you that the people that he has personally led me to, like grabbed my hand, led me to, like, and have built, like, my spiritual family, like, they stand at the forefronts with me. And I know who they are. You will know. You will know each other. Like, we know that. You will know. You will know. So, always stand strong in your faith. It's really important throughout all these times, whatever's to come. That's the most important thing, obviously. And to never, so she was saying not to say that, but no, don't omit on your words, okay? Obviously, who the hell is anybody to tell you? Do you know who you know, the 144K know who they are. They're never gonna shut up because humans tell them they're wrong. Like, this is the strength within their beings will alone show, like, God mightiness here on earth. Seriously. Be so grounded in your connection to source that nobody can move you. That is the job of the children. To be so grounded in your faith and in your knowing, in your creator, in your mother, in your father, in the image of the divine masculine and divine feminine. And the combination of it all, making it all one. I don't know how else to say it. But I am going to name this video 144,000 Sanctified Knowledge. So I have a feeling I'm going to get some views on this one. Not that I want them. I may take the comments off. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not here to argue. Those who know who they are going to speak. And this is why I was kind of silent, because how can you teach without arguing? But there, and I'm not, I will talk to whoever you want to learn. If you're like me, I will know, and I know I can learn from you. Seriously. But I think it's really important to remember most people aren't going to accept the truth. We're told this. So don't ever let that deter you from the point to where you're not going to speak. Believe you me, if you've heard the angels and the divine as loudly as many of those within the twin community collective do, you're never gonna not speak because of what people need. You're connected to the damn divine. You don't give a shit what people think. Truly. Most of the people who aren't don't give a shit what people think. So why the hell would those with the presence of everything that is holy, why would they? I'll do a reading. We'll do a reading, not right now. Do I have my wisdom card? Let's pull a wisdom card. 36 minutes. All right, let's pull a wisdom card. And anybody who knows the truth, like Joshua's truth, would never have a problem really speaking with the angels. Okay, so if you're still stuck in this is what's wrong with the world. Your teachers are going to be able to give you these information with these cards, and the people sent here are going to be able to pour upon messages to you. And no, not through traditional means, because traditional means have gotten nowhere and they are man-made. That's why they're tradition. It's their tradition trying to hide the truth. 144K found it. Okay, between worlds. Now, this is exactly what 144K are. They are in their dimensional world, physically. They are connected to their spirit in the 5D. Understand, 144K have combined body and spirit. This is the only difference between them and you. They've already combined that because this is what God told them to do. This is what He's told His children to do. But you will now be connecting spirit through with body in this world. This is why you're going to be abundantly provided for, and this is why you're going to be able to do things that most people can't do. Your gifts, like she said, powers, wisdom, abundantly powerful flows of wisdom. You already do this. This is channeling. I figured this out like 2 years ago. Like, this is what I'm saying. People, people really are going to start waking up. They really are. And your gift is the fact that you're in both. You understand. You get it. You're here. That's it. You know the truth. You know the truth. And you can bring your knowledge from here and use it here. And this is how God abundantly provides for you, because now you have the ability to do this. You have the ability to do this. And it's through God's grace, because and His patience, obviously, because it took us a long freaking time to really get it. But we're here. Still got a little bit way to go. But we will. And it will only amplify when unions come. It will only amplify your abilities to transcend what's up there and bring it here. It will amplify. That is why union has always been imminent for the 144K. You know, all right. I'm gonna pull another one. It's the same one we just got. Chop wood. We gotta put the things in there. I'm gonna leave it with this 42. Being grounded in everyday experience, humility. There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, then leaving it to be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifesting. Taking your attention away from your goals brings you into a state of receptivity. This is this is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha. Okay, and it's very, very, many people, obviously, almost everybody is telling you, just along coinciding with manifestation, is important to keep your meditative state, which is whatever, just your personal time, however you choose to go about it, but it should be definitely a daily routine, especially as the energies are as strong as they are and will continue to grow. Nothing is important right now as you just doing what you need to day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through laws when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, and leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple: to be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. That is true. It does take work to just be. Now is the time to take small steps rather than larger leaps on the journey to creating your most prosperous life. Move your focus off your big dreams and attend to the mundane chores. Focus on the little things that may have piled up while you've been mapping out the greater plan for life you aspire to see manifest into your reality. Chop wood, carry water. As the Zen proverb advises, or wash dishes, walk the dog. While you're doing all that, spirit will have a chance to move mountains and set wondrous miracles in motion for you. Remain humble and aware of the present. Are you an armchair astronaut? Do you have a dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions of desires with a capital T? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. I always said action, okay? 1 inch, 100 steps is what they're doing. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember that big dreams become reality only after you've begun to take the initial steps. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, take 1 step towards the gods and they will take 10 steps towards you. And that is true. That is what they are doing right now. Okay, and it's not just 1 steps towards them, and I'm glad that we're ending off on that. It's not just 1 step towards them, 10 towards you. It's like I said, 1 inch, 100. at this point. Time is here. Mother is here. And her, she will be acknowledged. That's just it. The feminine will be acknowledged. I'm not just saying, I'm saying the feminine, the mother will be acknowledged. Today, you will see her covering up the sun. And the sun will grow dark. Just like the truth of Christ has grown dark because you covered up the mother. So what you believe is truth is that. All right, I'm going to let it go. So use your discernment. And if you're truly meant to walk through the truth and get to the end goal, then you will. All right.